जी नमस्कार दोस्तों, मैं हूं प्रसन्नजीत विश्वास और आप सबका स्वागत है आज के सेशन में इंट्राडे इनसाइट्स ऑन निफ्टी 50। सो होपफुली द स्क्रीन इज विजिबल। तो देखिए, जैसे फ्राइडे के सेशन में हमने कुछ सपोर्ट लेवल्स के बारे में बात की थी। नीचे में 24,100 से लेकर 24,000 रफली एक जोन हमने एक पकड़ के चल रहे थे कि जहां पे पॉसिबली एक जो एकदम से इमीडिएट बेसिस पे जो सपोर्ट था निफ्टी का, that was around that mark. So today what happened was we opened indeed with a gap down, but markets have been able to pull off a recovery. So now the point is कि अभी जो ओवरऑल स्ट्रक्चर है, ये ऊपर में इसकी पोटेंशियल क्या है, कहाँ तक ये जा सकता है। नीचे में जो लेवल है, अभी कुछ रिवाइज लेवल अगर कुछ बने हैं या if there is any change in the structure, so that has to be seen. So first thing first, we'll start with the option data. तो देखिए इंट्राडे के हिसाब से what is noticeable is that there is a strong amount of put writing or open interest addition on the put side. ध्यान रहे कि कल एक्सपायरी है, तो एक्सपायरी से पहले अगर इस तरीके का कुछ बिल्डअप अगर हो रहा है तो आई थिंक इट नीड्स टू ड्रॉ सम अमाउंट ऑफ अटेंशन. ठीक है, दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट. सो 21.4 lakh open interest addition on the put side compared to only 4.9 lakh open interest on the call side. Mostly put side it's short build up. Markets are getting into green and यहाँ पे जो है पुट राइटर्स इसी वजह से धीरे धीरे करके एक्टिव होते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं. मतलब इनफैक्ट मतलब जब करीब मार्केट यहाँ से 100 पॉइंट नीचे भी था, इवन मार्केट्स वर ट्रेडिंग एट अराउंड 24,000 120 130 odd levels only. So then also the open interest bias was slightly getting in favor of the on the put side. There was higher open interest addition. Call side में there is a long build up. All these are like speculative long build ups, so the quantity is not much. All around just about 50,000 odd numbers that we can see from strike across 24,000, roughly 24,100, which is the ATM strike price more or less, and right up to 24,400. That is where the main call buying activity is appearing. So overall, net the data appears to be well in favor of the bulls. Now structurally it is important to understand what has happened on the charts. So the correction actually that we saw yesterday, I mean today, मतलब आज जो सुबह ही जो एक करेक्टिव जो मूव आया, उसको हम यहाँ पे कैसे करके फिट कर सकते हैं. सो देयर इज सम अमाउंट ऑफ एडजस्टमेंट इन द नंबर्स दैट वी नीड टू सी. ब्रॉडली जो हमारा अंडरस्टैंडिंग था, मार्केट उसके हिसाब से ही चल रहा है, आई थिंक सो. बट अब जो है हमको और क्लैरिटी आ रही है. सो वी हैव गॉट अ बेटर पिक्चर व्हाट कैन हैपन नाउ. सो फर्स्ट थिंग फर्स्ट, व्हाट वाज देयर रिमेन्स एज इट इज ऑन द ईओडी बेसिस. द ईओडी ट्रेंड रिमेन्स पॉजिटिव. 24,530, that is highest point. Trend change point has not been updated yet on EOD basis. On a short to medium term basis, the trend change point remains at around 23,070 levels, so that has not changed. However, hourly scale mein, on the hourly scale, what we can see is something interesting. So the congestion that was seen on Friday followed by a gap down opening today, so this area turns out to be a part of a corrective move. That is what is I think structurally it has happened so far. So that's why I'm saying that it is part of a corrective move. Now again, the momentum indicators are in favor of the bulls. The momentum indicators as in the RSI crossover is still pointing towards up. Open interest addition we have already seen, put writing, and looks like that there is some amount of steam still left for the day. And also the mid cap index that we had mentioned the other day कि mid cap index में 63,000 के ऊपर में अगर मार्केट सस्टेन अगर होता है तो there is a possibility of a breakout. So mid cap index मतलब फ्राइडे को भी उसी रेंज के आसपास ही आके बंद हुआ. So we want to see a punch through above that 63,000 level. So maybe 63,200 would be a nice number where we can on a closing basis we can assume that there is a solid breakout. We will look into the mid cap chart once. हम एक बार देख लेंगे mid cap को भी. बट मोटा मोटा ये है कि मिड कैप को हमको अब ध्यान रखना होगा, क्योंकि मार्केट को अगर ऊपर जाना है और मार्केट में अगर सही में दम है तो ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है कि मिड कैप के स्टॉक्स नहीं चलेंगे, है ना. तो या तो स्टॉक्स नहीं चलेंगे और मार्केट गिर जाएगा, अगर ऐसा नहीं है तो स्टॉक्स भी चलेंगे और निफ्टी भी चलेगा, सब कुछ बहुत स्ट्रांग रहेगा. सो वी हैव टू कीप अ वेरी क्लोज वॉच. So bottom line, market breadth remains important. So we have to also look at the broader market index, which is the Nifty 100. That is what I refer. You can also look at other indices as well. Supports. So these are the numbers that have not changed since Friday. So we were working with the 24,120s right up to 24,000 levels as of Friday. So broadly, we were talking about this orange colored trend line, and this was the, just a minute, let's zoom in a bit. Right. So we were talking about this particular zone here as a support area, and we were expecting that if at all any fall comes in, so this is where it should land and it should safely hold. So what it turns out, indeed, markets respected this particular area. There was a momentary breach below 24,020 odd levels, but overall, if you just check on the 15-minute scale, broadly the trend line has been held. So there was a puncture, but it was not much and it did not even sustain. तो यहाँ पे ये जो हमारा ऑरेंज कलर का ट्रेंड लाइन है, ये अभी इंटैक्ट ही रहेगा. इसका मतलब ये है कि मार्केट इस पर्टिकुलर जो ड्रिफ्ट है इसको रेस्पेक्ट कर रहा है एज ऑफ नाउ. सो देयरफॉर अभी अगर हम इस स्विंग को अगर अगर सही तरीके से अगर ड्रॉ करें, तो हम एक बार के लिए जो है ना, ये ऑरेंज कलर ट्रेंड लाइन को यहाँ से थोड़ा सा जो है इसको डाइल्यूट कर देते हैं, बैकग्राउंड में देते हैं. So now what is important is that the last swing, this is where our last swing low was 23,900, right? So this needs to be updated, and I think now what is important, there is only one number on an immediate basis, that will be 24,000. तो अभी immediate basis पे यहाँ पे हमको इतने सारे support और resistance, मतलब इतने सारे supports की बात नहीं आ रही है. अभी हम यहाँ पे और पिन पॉइंट कर पा रहे हैं. ये हमने इतने सारे नंबर सब इसलिए लिखे थे क्योंकि we are in the process of discovering what could be the possible support area. So all this goes for removed. Only 24,000 immediate support, that is the number I will take. ठीक है, जो एग्जैक्ट लो है आज का वो 24,000 का ही लेवल है. सो इसको हम ब्रॉडली मान के चलते हैं. इसके बाद अगर कोई नंबर अगर आएगा, सो दैट विल बी 23,800. सो दिस पर्टिकुलर 23,926 इज नाउ नॉट रिलेवेंट, रादर दिस विल बी अपडेटेड एंड वी विल कीप दिस एज 24,000 level. So this is what is important, right? Coming to the this hourly blue colored band, support band on hourly scale is very important even from EOD perspective, I think so, right? So if this breaks, then certainly the medium term trend also can be challenged, but that can only happen पहले तो 24,000 का level टूटे. Unless 24,000 is broken, nothing changes. On the higher side, if we talk about the resistances now, so 24,250 area, this area somehow again remains to be the immediate barrier. There has been already a puncture. We have seen a high of 23,259, 260 roughly just a while back. तो अब मेरे हिसाब से यहाँ पे ये एक टेम्पररी रेजिस्टेंस एरिया का काम कर रहा है, बिकॉज लॉट ऑफ पोजीशंस व्हिच वर टेकन ऑन फ्राइडे, they would there would be an immediate reaction to liquidate or book some profit, right? But I still believe that this still has the potential actually to go up to 23,350. So 23,250, this is what has been done. 23,350 remains
Hello everyone. Please stay tuned. I think there is some disturbance in the uh, video of Prathanjit. So he will be joining us very soon. So please stay tuned with our channel, and we are trying to remove this glitch as soon as possible. So stay tuned with our channel. Thank you so much. हाय, मैं गौरव श्रीवास्तव हूँ। मैं मॉर्निंग का शो होस्ट करता हूँ लाइव ट्रेडिंग टुडे का। अभी एक्चुअली 1 बजे का शो जो है वो प्रसन्नजीत जी होस्ट करते हैं। किसी टेक्निकल ग्लिच की वजह से आई थिंक वो थोड़ा डिले हो
Yes,
गया।
I'm back.
यस यस, नाउ ही हैज कम बैक, सो थैंक यू सो मच। वेलकम प्रसन्नजीत।
I'm so sorry that the connection got lost. Okay,
ओके।
so I think we have covered till which point? Uh, Gaurav, can you help me till what point we have covered?
I can help you. You were trying to explain the trend line actually, and there your connection got lost. So from there only
Okay,
you.
fine. Very quickly, I'll then sum it up. Basically, I think our audience has already understood what is there. So, what I'm pointing out here is the fact that 24,000 is the immediate support or the key level for bulls. That is what is very important now. The other thing is that on the higher side, the possibility of markets going up is up to 24,300 plus levels or 350. So this band, resistance band that we had talked about on Friday itself. So that is what the the resistances are. This 24,350 level that you can see. Above that 24,550, that's like a volume profile concentration resistance. So वो बाद में आएगा वो, अगर ये पहले एक बार टारगेट अचीव हो जाए उसके बाद में. So net conclusion was, according to my opinion, the basic takeaways are 24,000 will remain important for the bulls. So this is the number, 24,000 number is what you have to keep in mind. Below this level, the trend line will be already violated. If 24,000 has to break, obviously the orange colored trend line will already be broken, correct? So we will already have a 15-minute this trend line breach, and following 24,000 breach would mean the correction or a corrective low formed on an hourly basis. Again, if it is revisited and broken, then possibly the trend is going to be changing even on the hourly scale, right? And that in turn can lead to further deeper weaknesses which can break the ultimate 23,800 lows on the lower side. But that possibility comes in only below 24,000, right? So as of now, the bias remains positive, and uh, if in terms of the strategy, if I'm holding long positions already, then I would ask that hold your positions with trail stop loss at 24,000. If you, I assume that you have already booked some positions that we had initiated at much lower levels, and then you can hold your positions with 24,000 as stop loss level. So any fresh positions, if you are thinking to add right now, then my suggestion would be don't do it for intraday only. Maybe it should be rather taken for from a BTST perspective as well, because it is very difficult to say how much further will it move on intraday basis today, right? So that is the reason, if you have to take a position, please take it from the mindset that you might have to carry it over. Strictly, if you all you want to stick it to the intraday, then you got to keep a very shallow stop loss, maybe a 24,100 level. That is what you can work with. So for only for intraday perspective, 24,100 should be a workable stop loss. Even for BTST, you can keep it, but ideally 24,000 would be the best stop loss for any long positions that we are creating now, or maybe we are already holding. I can understand those who are holding; they are probably in much better condition, and therefore maintaining a trailing stop loss at 24,000 would not be very difficult, especially if they have booked already 50%. But for fresh positions, uh, maybe if you are not comfortable with 24,000, then 24,100 still should work. Short term traders, please keep an eye. Short to medium term traders, rather 23,800. That is the main level. These are the main support levels from a medium term perspective. So unless this is broken, the overall structural positional short term trend remains bullish. And the possibility of breaking 23,800 comes in only once we have broken 24,000. So from current levels, in my opinion, the probability of going up towards 24,300 is higher as compared to coming down, right? The immediate barrier इज एट 24,250. जो मैं बोल रहा था कि यहाँ पे इसके पहले यहीं से हम गिर गए थे, तो कई बार ऐसा होता है कि इफ यू आर स्टक अराउंड दीज लेवल्स, सो वंस द लेवल अगेन कम्स बैक, लाइक वी हैव गॉन डाउन, we were trending up, and then suddenly this particular correction from here comes in. So again, when markets bounce back, so those people who are stuck at around these levels, their immediate reaction will be to reduce some positions, right? That is what we all do. So which is why probably the pause that we are able to see right now is because of that. The other interesting thing, I don't know if it has been captured in the video already or not, is the point that mid cap index. So mid cap index is also trading at a very critical juncture. We want to see a breakout. We want to see this breakout happening on a structural basis. So this is what is again an important point to be kept in mind. So with this, I'll conclude today's session. I hope you are able to get things on the table correctly, and I have been able to put across my mind. If you have any questions, I'll just check. Bottom has been made, sir. As long as, yes, in my opinion, bottom has been made 24,000 on an hourly scale. That is the bottom that we should be working with. Okay. Uh, जी अच्छा, हिंदी एजे एजे गेमिंग जी, मैं हिंदी इंग्लिश दोनों के ही मिक्स में मैं बात करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ, अगर मतलब द पॉइंट इज कि देखिए मार्केट में जो है ना, हम लोग स्टॉक मार्केट वालों का आवर कॉमन लैंग्वेज इज ओनली मार्केट लैंग्वेज. We talk numbers, we talk charts. So I believe that whether it is English, Hindi, or Spanish, irrespective of the language, we all market people understand the language of the market. So I try my best to communicate what I'm trying to say based on the charts, and the mode of expression could be English and Hindi. I may not be very good at it, but I'm trying my best. अगर आपको फिर भी अगर कुछ ऐसा है तो मेरे को पूछ लीजिएगा, I'll clarify in terms of the language. So it will touch 24,000 by 330. That is not what it meant. It meant that 24,000 is the support below which the structure changes. As of now, the trend is positive, and we have seen a corrective low at 24,000. That is what it means. Rita madam, good afternoon. Do you follow time trading? Yes, of course. Time is again an important element of trading. I mean, it depends what exactly you are asking, but my concept of time is that certain things should happen uh, within certain period of time. So, for example, if there is a pattern breakout, and if it is likely to work out within 2-3 days, then it should be seeing some kind of a movement, because if my principles say that if there is a breakout, then the action should happen immediately. So if that is not happening, then that means itself that there is something which is not right. Correct? Not everything is going as per my understanding. So basically, I use time as a stop loss very often. I mean, so I don't believe in holding on to trades unnecessarily. I feel that if there is a momentum, any which way, I like momentum trading kind of. So if there is a momentum in the game, and if it is working, fine. If the stock is not working, dump it. Look for other opportunities, and that is probably has given me a better experience rather than holding on to the trade till the stop loss hits. So not to say that holding on to a particular trade has always gone back and hit my stop loss. Not that. It has multiple times probably would have given me a good result as well. But again, the point is that when your trades are getting stuck, probably that is an indication where something, if any negative news comes in, market is going to react very badly. So there could be a massive gap down, right? So it is not only the news which creates the impact in the market. It is the, the temperature of the market at which it is trading currently. That depends. That is also a key factor as to how the news will be, absorbed by the market. So if there is, let's say, if it is superheated, so any negative news comes in, market is going to react badly because market is, full of long positions. On the other side, COVID was a classic example. Everything was negative. Negative news after negative news, kept on coming. हमने लो बनाया 7500 के आसपास का in the month of probably end of March 2020, and that is where probably the COVID started in India. So COVID cases kept on going up, but markets also kept on going up. So the point is that when that news comes in, that depends. I mean, solely on the situation, how badly the market will react or how good the market will react is contextual. So if markets are, in a position where it is likely to react, so that is what we have to see. So, हाँ ठीक है, मैं दोनों में ही समझाने की कोशिश करूंगा. सो इंट्राडे करेक्शन पॉसिबल, इंट्राडे करेक्शन, minor dips are possible, that cannot be ignored. Yes, of course, minor dips are always possible. So that is the reason I said that any position that we are thinking to create should be created from a BTST perspective, right? So any intraday dip, I don't know, I mean, I'm just putting up a blind guess. So any intraday dip could halt again at 24,100 120 odd levels, right? So before this threshold is taken out again. So that is also a possibility. So it is very hard to say whether it will straight away go up from here, right, like this, or whether it will come down first again and then go up. But all that we can say is that we need to work around with this particular support. This is the only number below which we know that we need to close the long position. So this is the 24,000 level, which I've already discussed. And unless this is broken, we remain long in the market. So with this, I hope I have been able to answer most of your queries. What parameters you follow for momentum trading? Bharaji, this will take some time to explain. It is not only one single parameter or one single, indicator or combination of things. It is basically a combination of various things that has to be looked into. So, can you please remind me tomorrow? I'll take this question separately. If you just can do me this favor, because today we don't have that much of time to explain this in detail. So, I hope that is okay with you, sir. So, thank you so much for joining in, and we'll see you again tomorrow, same time, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.